Welcome to Approaching Technology. I'm your host, Phillip Cordell, also known as HiPhi, the AV professional, here with a man that I bet you all already know, Tim Albright, founder of AV Nation. Is that true?
That's what they tell me, yes.
That's what they tell you because it's true, Tim.
There you go. Yeah.
So, man, I've seen AV Nation develop over the past 4 years, 3.5, 4 years. Yeah, man. I know it started audio only, and I don't know if I was alone here, but I was wondering, is this sustainable? Are people going to invest? Are they going to keep listening? And here we are 3.5 years later, and it's growing. Is that pretty much accurate?
That's a good assessment of it. Yes, it's grown. Honestly, it's grown a lot. I mean, getting off the ground was very interesting. It was slow going, but I've always held that once people give us, you give us 1 or 2 shows, and you'll either love us or hate us, and that's fine. We're not for everybody, but for those people who really get it, it's engaging, it's entertainment, but it's also informative, and that's the bottom line. We inform people about the AV industry, and at the same time not take ourselves or the industry too seriously. It's not rocket surgery. No one's going to die, and so we take it with that mindset going in, and we try to have fun as well as inform.
Awesome, man. So at M3 Technology Group, we strive to provide our customers with the most up-to-date information. We try to stay topical on the newest issues, and that's something that I've always found a lot of value in through AV Nation. Is that something that's the goal? We aim to inform, or just to provide that discourse?
No, absolutely. So every week we have a weekly show called AV Week. The idea going into the production of that and the producing of that is you look for the articles, you look for what's happening, whether that is the passing of a legend, or that is a new technology, or a display manufacturer deciding that they're done making plasmas, or whatever, 4K, 3D, this, that, and the other. It's what's happening that week that matters to the industry, and what matters to the integrators and the manufacturers and the people whose bread and butter this is on a weekly basis.
Now, is this weird for you? Do you feel that the worm has turned because the interviewer has become the interviewee?
It's slightly uncomfortable, yes. Yeah, a little bit.
And that's all right, man. All in good fun. I know I always appreciate when you ask me to be a guest. I know it means a lot to everyone in the industry. Obviously, here we're at the Crestron booth at the Commercial Integrator CI Summit. My experience has been overwhelmingly positive. What about yourself?
Yeah, this is my first time at the summit. It was you and I both were honored with the 40 under 40. I barely made it. You're like 20 years. You got 20 more years to make it. But it's been a neat experience, right? It's not Infocom. It's not CEDIA. It's a lot more personal. It's a lot more intimate. Hanging out with the guys from Tom and Sean at Crestron and some other people that we know in the industry. You're being allowed to have conversations that you probably wouldn't be able to have at a big show like Infocom, right? I mean, at Infocom, Crestron has X number of 1,000-foot booth, and they have thousands of people coming in and going out, and sometimes those conversations can't happen. And here they're able to happen. Yeah.
Absolutely. Awesome, man. Well, thank you for your time. The always insightful Tim Albright of AVNation.tv. Check it out. And thanks so much for joining us on Approaching Technology with M3 Technology Group.